I think these big projects, which I would call social development projects, they don't have to be profit-making, but they have to be self-sustaining. Otherwise, they become increasing liabilities on society or on government or on both. And what this park has done is we were able to set the rates at a level where just about everybody could deal with the rates. I mean, last year there were over 1 million visitors. You don't get 1 million visitors anywhere if they feel abused by the rates or that sort of thing.
I think there is this fear that the park could be taken over by the wealthy as opposed to really being something for the poor. But I think at the end of the day, there is no class association with just being in a green space.
We started with the notion simply of a park, but then we found that the Ayyubid Wall, which was the western frontier of the park, was an amazing archaeological asset. So then we looked at rehabilitating the architectural asset. When we did an economic survey, we found an extraordinary thing. The wall was the acute poverty line, and as you moved away from the wall, people were wealthier and wealthier and wealthier. So we knew that there was a possibility to change the economic life of the people who lived in that catchment area.
Azhar Park was once the dead heart of Cairo's poorest district. It has since become the living center of an extensive renovation effort as the Aga Khan Trust rebuilt homes, apartment buildings, shops, and landmark monuments. Just like the trees and grass in the park, the project took root in Al Darb Al Ahmar and the communities around it.
We looked at Darb Al Ahmar and we found that their health services were weak. We found that their educational services were weak. We found that there was no microcredit program of any sort operating in that area. So we tried to build a support net by bringing in the physical and the developmental into one context.
This is Darb Al Ahmar. This is old stuff. People living there for generations and generations and generations, and some very beautiful traditional houses which had, fallen into disrepair, to say the least. So when the park project came in, they didn't just concentrate on the park. They were also interested in pulling the communities adjacent to the park into the project.